Drug overdose deaths are tearing America's families apart. You know, last year, more than 110,000 Americans died from drug overdose. Hundreds of those victims were right here in my state of Iowa. This sad reality should lead us to ask some very, very serious questions. What's causing this crisis? And what are we doing to solve this crisis? I've asked federal agencies these very same questions. Instead of sharing information, these agencies responsible for protecting Americans from deadly drugs have been largely very silent. Their silence has led me to turn to years of public records to get answers that I can't get from the agencies. So, today, I'm releasing a report that sheds light on the issues and proposes solutions to the crisis at hand. For decades, the United States government has handed Mexico billions of dollars of taxpayer-funded resources in an attempt to put a stop to the drug crisis. Now, in the process, U.S. government agencies turned a blind eye, let me emphasize that, a blind eye to rampant corruption within the Mexican government. As a result, U.S. resources were abused by very bad actors within the Mexican government. Corrupt Mexican officials used U.S. resources to assist the cartels in their drug trafficking operations. Now, I know that's hard for any of us to understand. Instead of conducting oversight of tax dollars, the U.S. government was asleep at the wheel. Today, the Mexican cartels are bigger and even stronger than they were before. Cartels use threats and violence to actually terrorize their own local communities. Cartels funnel massive quantities of drugs over our border, poisoning Americans. And the cartel's presence is expanding. Our own law enforcement officers tell me they've seen cartel activity in 50 states. Today's report spans 40 years of government failures on both sides of the border. Now, we all know that history is and ought to be a wise teacher. When it comes to drug crisis, her message from history is very clear. U.S. policy on drug enforcement in Mexico is not working. Our own federal agencies must learn from the past and correct their mistakes. Congressional oversight will be essential to accomplish this goal. So, today's report is congressional oversight. Now, I'm asking my Republican and Democratic colleagues to join me in this important oversight effort. Together, working together, we must hold U.S. federal agencies and a very corrupt Mexican officials accountable. In the process, putting a stop to the cartels and at the same time, protect our communities.